What's your why? For the longest time, I was searching crazily for the answer to that question. I didn't realize this until I started working on Wall Street. So my past is kind of interesting. My parents came from Haiti and with nothing. And we grew up, me and my siblings, 2 brothers, 1 sister, and we just had to grind, and we had to do what we had to, what we could on our own to make it. I remember one time I told my dad, I was like, "Poppy, I want to be a taxi driver just like you." And he looked at me and he was so angry. He's like, "Don't you ever say that. You be better than me. I'm working this job so that you don't have to do this." And my dad would wake up 4 in the morning and doesn't get back home till 8 in the evening, just working. And I thought that that's what I had to do. And so I did that, but in my own way, in the academic setting. And I was just grinding. Had fun too, but it was just working hard. And that's all I've known. And that's gotten me a lot of success over the years. I went to boarding school, leaving the inner city of Newark, New Jersey, to go to Westtown School. And then from there, I went to Harvard, one of the best universities in the world. And then from there, I took my skills, that I learned in my engineering curriculum there to the Wall Street financials, industry. And it was great. I basically reached the American dream. And for any first-generation immigrant, that's the most you could ask for. And I was helping my family. I was able to travel and buy stuff, and I was living on my own. It was amazing. But that came at a cost. You see, I remember there was a point where I had been working for a whole year straight, no vacations, just grinding like I always do. And my boss, bless her soul, was just like, "Gly, you need to take a day off and just be like a normal human being." And so I go home the next day, and my brother had sent me this video by 2 motivational speakers. One was Eric Thomas, and the other was Les Brown. And I heard their stories, and something awoken in me where I was just like, wow, wait a minute, something's off. Where they were saying, I don't know, Les Brown, he says, "I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how difficult that it is, that it might seem to reach that dream, but that dream that you're holding in your mind, that is possible." And I asked myself, what's my dream, I didn't know, because I had just been going with the flow and just doing what everybody else told me to do and what everybody else expected me to do that would lead me to a lot of success. And it wasn't leading me to a lot of happiness, though. Every Sunday night, before having to go to work the next day, I would just have this anxiety in the pit of my stomach because I felt like this wasn't for me. And I was working hard, but it wasn't fulfilling for me, at the very least. And so that video, from Eric Thomas and Les Brown, it lit the light bulb inside of me. It got me thinking about what it is that I actually want to do with my life. And so after 2 years at Morgan Stanley, I decided to do something radical. I terminated my contract, packed my bags, and traveled to South America, where I would just go on this journey of self-discovery and just seeing what life had to offer and what it is that I actually want to dedicate my life to. And I remember this one time where I was speaking to an Argentinian friend of mine, Martin, and he was telling me about his dreams to create a holistic center that would help people with different ailments via food and medicine and all of these other different techniques. And he was asking, he wanted to reach out to different people and experts in the field. And just really make this happen. But he had doubts and insecurities about that. And in my mind, I was just like, wow, you can do it, man. Like, you're so passionate. I wish I had that passion. And like, as I was talking to him, I was just sharing with him like what I saw for him and like who he was for me. I was just like, you're just this amazing human being that can like make this, you can make anything happen, honestly. And he started to believe it as well. And I started to notice that I have conversations like this on a regular basis where I'm just like blown away by how amazing and how powerful people are. And it also saddens me though that they don't even see that. And then I realized, like, wait a minute, I didn't even see that in myself. And so when I ask you, what's your why? Take a look, because it's probably right there in front of you and you've just been too afraid to just take it. And so for me, my why is to really just empower people to just live the lives of their dreams, to just get after it, and not to like wake up with that anxiety in the pit of their stomach because they don't want to go to, they're dreading the work that they're going to go to that day. All right, this is really nerve-wracking for me because I'm doing something that I have never done before, and that's sharing myself and like what's going on with me to the world, essentially. Over the next 45 days, I'm going to be vlogging every day. It's kind of scary to say that because I'm just like, I already got a lot of different things going on right now. I'm doing a challenge as well. You know, basically my big goal over the next 45 days is to become cash flow positive, because since leaving Morgan Stanley 3 years ago, I just have been living off of my savings, which has been great. I've been blessed to be able to do that because not everybody has that opportunity. But now it's coming to a point where that money is about to be gone. And so now it's time for me to actually start to create my life again, anew. And for the longest time, I was so afraid to start a business, which is what I really want to do. And I tried a bunch of different things, but never really fully went after it because I'm afraid of failing. And I think a lot of us are afraid of failing. And I'm saying, hey, you know what? Screw that. If I fail, I'm going to fail spectacularly. I want you guys to come on this journey with me and just go after it. Whatever it is that is for you that matters, you know, whether that be like your health and fitness or some project that you want to create in your community or business idea that you've been holding on to that you've just been too afraid to make happen. Or maybe you have started to take steps towards like realizing those dreams, those aspirations, those goals, and now you're just in that execution phase. But even then it can be scary and it can be lonely. And I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm here with you. And let's like make it happen. So comment below and let me know what it is that you're going to be working towards over the next 45 days. And make sure to subscribe to get notifications for whenever I release a new video. And also just share this with anybody that you really care about, who you want to see just like leveling up to the next level with you. So I'm excited to get on this journey with all of you, and let's just get after it. Talk to you soon. Peace.